Hi everybody, welcome to the Lovers Astro and Tarot. My name is Cecily and this is my brand new channel. This reading is for anyone whose sun, moon, or ascendant is in Gemini. Okay. I had to shuffle and spread the cards because my tripod is not working, so I'm holding the camera in my hand. Next month I will actually shuffle in front of you, so I am aware of that. Okay, so your first card that you got is the Queen of Swords. Okay? And this usually represents a Aquarius, very logical, maybe a Capricorn, or sometimes a Libra as well. You know, a part of me wants to say Virgo, but yeah, there might be a little bit of Virgo in there. So this woman or man, depending on the energy for you particularly, is usually somebody who's pretty rational. They use their logical frame of mind instead of connecting to their emotional frame of mind. Although they can be very intuitive, they tend to base their decisions on past experiences instead of basing their decisions on the way they feel. So if this is someone in your life that you're entering into a relationship with or have been in a relationship with, don't expect them to be too emotional about the situation. They're going to be very logical about the direction of your relationship or getting into a relationship with you. The process might be very slow. It might be something that takes a long time for them. They want to be extremely secure in knowing that they're making the right decision. When you get involved with someone that has Capricorn, Aquarius, maybe even Libra and Virgo, like I said, it can be about being right. Not that they always have to be right. That's not what I'm saying, because they are amongst the very fair signs in the zodiac. But at the same time, they like to know that they're making the right decision. They're hedging their bets. So just be aware of that. And also, Gemini, if this is you, you know, maybe you're at a point in your life where you don't have any room for nonsense anymore. Sorry, that's the gardeners outside. Maybe you don't have any room for nonsense in your love life anymore. Maybe you've decided to cut out basically all the bullshit and really just get down to what it is that you want. If so, let's take a look at the rest of this spread. So what's crossing you right now is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords represents a time of rest. It means that maybe at one point in your love life you were a bit exhausted. Geminis can be a bit social. Sometimes they're all over the place depending on what's in the rest of their chart. Also, you know, they're social butterflies. They want to get around, talk to people, have fun. They're not really thinking about circumstances. They usually just go out there. So maybe after a period of play and, you know, just kind of like sowing your oats, you're at a point where you're a bit exhausted. You're at a point where you needed to rest and take a step back and kind of realize that maybe life isn't all fun and games, you know. Maybe you've had a change of heart lately in some of your relationships and some of the things that are happening for you. And you've decided that with the Four of Swords crossing you, it's time to kind of take a break. The next card, your crowning card, is the Sun in reverse. Now I'm going to turn it around so you can get a better view of it. It's a very beautiful card. The Sun is all about revealing things and bringing things to light. It's about enjoying life and having the very best. It's you know, a very positive, uplifting card. When it's in the reverse, it's still a good card. Don't get me wrong. It's still very much about having fun, going out, having a good time. Now this is your crowning card. And the Sun reversed, maybe you're bringing something to light. You know, maybe you're being honest with yourself, or maybe someone is being honest with you. On the other hand, maybe they're not being honest with you. Maybe they have been keeping some things in the dark, and now this is the opportunity. Maybe August is the opportunity to bring some things to light, and they might not necessarily make you feel the greatest, but overall the outcome of either, you know, letting those things out, and it'll bring new vitality to your relationships. It'll clear a lot of things up. Which seems like is something that you really need, because the foundation card is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords, you know, for me personally, especially when I get this in one of my personal readings, it either means, one, that me or someone in my life is running away from their feelings. You could be deeply in love with someone, and if you get this card, it means that maybe you're not ready to own up to it. You know, maybe this relationship is scaring you a little bit. Or maybe, you know, maybe you're the Queen of Cups and you're the Queen of Swords, excuse me, and you don't know quite how to tell the other person what you're feeling. And even though the feelings are very positive and you might really love someone, it's hard to say that. It's hard to say, I really love you, you know, and you're running from it. If you look at the Two of Swords, it's a woman who is blindfolded, and she has, you know, a sword in each hand, and her back is turned to the sea. Well, traditionally, water is connected to our emotions, you know, and the moon is behind her, which means there's a slight sense of deception, and not necessarily in a negative way, but maybe you're just not ready to be honest with yourself. You know, you're keeping your emotions hidden, you're playing things very close to your chest, and you don't want it to get out that you have, you know, you're going through something. You're thinking about it a lot, and it's about to be brought to light. It needs to be brought to light in order for you to get over this. But right now, what you're going through is the Eight of Swords. You're scared. You feel paralyzed. You know, maybe there is another person involved in this, and you're not quite sure how they're going to take it. She's surrounded by swords. She's surrounded by her thoughts, and she's locked in one spot. She's blindfolded, and she's tied up, but there's no reason she really can't get out. She's still thinking that there are all these terrible things around her, but swords represent thought. They represent your frame of mind, and your frame of mind right now has you a bit locked away. You know, it wouldn't be hard to rescue yourself, but you're so terrified of what would happen if you take off the blindfold that you're just not willing to do it yet. But underneath that, the card that's crowning you is the Sun. And even though it's reversed, like I said, there will be some bumps. There will be a couple of bumps in the road, and it might not feel great entirely. But your environment card or your partner card is the World, so you have the entire support. You have the support of the entire world. You have the karmic support, the personal support, everything that you could look for in revealing what you're trying to reveal or hoping to reveal. It would be supported. It would be accepted. You know, your words wouldn't fall on deaf ears. They would be taken for what they are. There would be a lot of balance and harmony that could come into your life if you were willing to accept that. Also, you have the King of Cups. Now, let's turn him upright for a second. The King of Cups is someone that is usually really respectable upright. He's emotionally, financially, mentally sound. He's the type of person that you can go to. He can be considered mature by a lot of people, but when it's reversed, it means someone has all of these qualities, but they're not using them to their full potential. You have someone in your life who is very wise, very knowing. This could be your partner, or this could be a parent or a friend that is affecting the situation. Maybe encouraging you not to say anything or to not unleash your feelings, since he is basically the king of emotions and feelings. And in the reverse, maybe he's convinced that this will go the wrong way. You know, maybe he's pouncing on your fears a little bit. And who knows for what gain. But at the same time, let's pull a card. Okay. The Fool. At the same time, you know, don't judge on the past. This is a time to renew things. Whatever happened in the past no longer has any bearing right now. It no longer has a place. You're moving into a new area, and that person needs to be respectful of that. With the Prince of Cups, Knight of Cups, Prince of Cups, he is the ultimate lover. He is someone that is giving and kind and patient. In the reverse, it often means a player. And I think this is your ultimate fear. Your fear maybe might be getting into a relationship with someone that possibly has a lot of people in their life. You know, maybe they have too many people in their life. Maybe they have too many options, and that's scaring you, and you're not sure whether you should say anything because, you know, it just seems like this person has everything, but they're using their potential in the wrong way. Or, you know, you could be the player. You could be the person who has all of the options, and you're so analytical about it that you're not being in touch with your true feelings. You know, who are you being in this moment? Because it would be really easy to turn this card around and to be the Prince of Cups and to be the ultimate romantic and be the person that is in love and is giving and open and willing to not only commit but to be the ultimate partner, you know, the true romantic, the person that sends flowers and the person that, you know, goes the extra mile, whatever that means to you, whether it's traveling and taking trips or leaving notes or whatever it is. You know, turn this upside down, surprise the person, surprise them. You have the support that you need in this reading. This is a new beginning. And whatever you choose, whether you choose to walk your path and, you know, be steady and go it alone, or whether you choose to, you know, to start something new and start something fresh with a person. But just make sure that the person that you're actually choosing has your best interest at heart. You know, don't be afraid, because either way, it's going to turn out okay. These two cards are so strong. It's going to turn out and it's going to be positive. But don't be afraid of losing them. You're going to make a decision. Okay? Now let's see what I get for an outcome card. Let's pick the right card for Gemini. Gemini outcome card for August 2015. Okay, so Gemini, actually, I had 2 cards flip out of the deck. So it looks like you have a choice this month. Okay? And the 2 cards are this. One is the 7 of Swords, right? You see the guy, he's got 5 swords flung over his back because he literally can't carry anymore. And there are still 2 swords left on the ground. And this is a card that means that somebody is going to take advantage. In the reverse, it can mean 2 different things. One, someone is done taking advantage. It can be because you caught them. It can be they've decided to turn over a new leaf and they don't want to be that person anymore. But it means, that somebody is lying. Somebody is lying. Someone is cheating. Someone is being this person that you're afraid of. Your fear is that this person is taking advantage of you, and they are, unfortunately. They made the wrong choice in the past. Maybe someone is taking advantage of you, or they were taking advantage of you, and now hopefully they've decided to stop. No, what this card really means is I have a whole bunch of self-interest. I'm not thinking about anybody but myself. And normally people take that as cheating, lying, doing things like that, because that's who we're thinking about when we do things like that. We're not worried about anybody else's feelings. We're worried about what's going to happen to me. And depending on the situation, this could be you doing this to someone. Okay, so last but not least, the other card that flipped out was the Hierophant. This can connect to a few different things, but it's in the upright. So it can connect to internal wisdom, which means you know what you need to do in this situation. Maybe you've been stalling a bit, but you already know the right path or the choice to make. The other option is this is going to lead you to make a commitment. Now, when I say commitment, that means depending on the person. That could be a commitment to yourself, meaning I choose to no longer accept this right here, or that could mean I choose to not be this person anymore, and I choose to commit and settle down and realize that there are feelings here that are actually worth something. So it's really just up to you, Gemini. There are 2 very clear paths to take, and you kind of have to decide which one will be more meaningful to you. But my overall advice would be to stop the games, realize that this is no longer worth it anymore, whether that means you accepting someone's behavior or whether that means you doing it to someone yourself. It's time to move on, and it's time to get past it and accept where you're at right now in your life. All right? So see you next time, my lovelies, and I look forward to hearing all your comments, and hopefully you like this video. Let me know everything that you're thinking, and if anything works out for you, I'll be more than happy to give you a personal reading if you need that as well. Okay? Thanks. Bye, guys.